Well, whether you're a sports fan or not, everyone knows the big game is this Sunday between the Seahawks and the Patriots. And a lot of people will actually be putting some money on the game. And to help us make these picks, we're going to bring in NFL writer Dan Pizzuta. Dan, thank you for joining me this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So, Dan, my first question is the one we all want to know. Who's going to win this big game? But before you answer, I need to remind you, we are in New England. But can you tell us which spread should we take?
Yeah, I understand that you are in New England. I think Seattle is rightfully favored in this game, so I probably would pick them to win. But if you do look at the spread right now, which is 4.5 points, I'm expecting a closer game than a lot of people are kind of giving this credit for. So I think I would still take the Patriots to cover the 4.5. So I think this might be, a 3-point game that becomes very exciting and close down to the wire.
Okay, I think, Patriots fans, of course, want to hear that their team's going to win, but if it's close,
Sure.
At least we're all happy. But, Dan, what about the over-under? I mean, do you think this is going to be a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game?
Yeah, so the over-under right now is 45.5, and I'm going to lean toward the under because these are just two really good defenses that are really playing their best football right now. And I think as in New England you've seen, this Patriots defense over the playoff stretch has been just incredible. So like a 20-17 sounds about right. I think 24-20 might be, the highest this goes, and that would just fall under the under. So I think this is going to be a tight, low-scoring game.
All right, so the defenses are going to be playing well, but when it comes to the offense, that first touchdown, it's such a tricky bet to place, but who do you have scoring that first touchdown for either team?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be someone on Seattle just because of how good this Seahawks defense has been on opening drives. So I have they've allowed opening drive touchdown on just 5.3% of their drives this year, which is easily the lowest in the league. That's more than double is the next best defense. So I think it's going to be someone on Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba is one of the favorites, probably rightfully so. He's plus 500 to score that first touchdown. Slight flyer, I think A.J. Barner, the tight end, is plus 1,200. But if you do want a flyer on a New England player, Demario Douglas has 4 of Drake May's 12 touchdowns on the first 2 drives this year, including the playoffs. He's plus 3,500 to be the first touchdown scorer of the game. So if you're looking for a pretty big long shot there, Douglas could be that guy.
All right, well, here's an interesting question. When it comes to rushing yards, especially for New England, we saw how Drake May can run this entire season, especially the last game versus the Broncos. I mean, do you think he could be the leading rusher on Sunday?
Yeah, I think he does have a pretty good chance, and that plays into a whole bunch of the just scenarios that come into this game. Seattle is the best rushing defense in the league, but they have been susceptible to quarterback scrambles throughout the year. They haven't played a lot of scrambling quarterbacks, but they don't really play in a way where they're focusing on the quarterback. So I think if you look at Drake May right now, it's 38.5 rushing yards. This is over under. I would like that over. On DraftKings, you could push that to 40 rushing yards and get a plus 103. And there's a fun one. If he either gets 50 rushing yards or a 50-plus yard completion, that's a plus 115. I think those are playing into the 2 big strengths for New England, so I like that too.
All right, so we've been breaking down the X's and O's, but this last question for you is a fun one. What will the color of the Gatorade bath be at the end of the game?
Yes, it's a fun one to think because you really don't know. So orange is the favorite at 250. That was the last color the Seahawks used when they last won the Super Bowl. But blue seems to be the one that is the most common. It was used the Patriots in 2019, the Bucks in 2021, and the Rams in 2022. That's also a favorite at a plus 250. So I think blue is kind of where I would lean. I think that's the safest pick for both sides.
All right, it's probably pretty funny. There's people at home right now yelling at their TV screen. All right, I'm going with blue. But Dan, as always, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, we're hoping for a big game, a good game on Sunday.
Yeah, let's hope so. Thank you for having me.